Hello, once again. We are back for another episode of EHRPG. I am Lucas, not your lovely host, but here nonetheless. And with me, of course, is my co-host.
Sup?
Marcel, the guru. All right, starting off again, because we are EHRPG, we are going to first talk about recaps from this week. So, Marcel, did you want to start off, or did you want me to start off?
I was letting you start off. I did first last week. You can do first this week.
All right. First on my list, actually, was, I don't know if we talked about it last week, but it was Dai no Dai Boken, or basically the Dragon Quest.
Oh, just call it Dragon Quest, for fuck's sakes.
No, it's literally called Dai no Dai Boken. It doesn't have Dragon Quest in it at all. It's just
Dragon Quest Dai no Dai Boken. I'm literally looking at the title right now, you chungus.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. I just called it Dai no Dai Boken. Whatever. Honestly, I thought this is a remake, is it not?
I think so.
Because I'm pretty sure the original came out around 19...
Oh, the original's stupidly old.
80s, 90s?
Here, I'll pull it up. Alternative.
Either or.
1991.
Okay, yeah. All right, so 1991.
It ran for almost an entire year. Jesus Christ.
Oh, wow. How many episodes, actually?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't look at the episodes.
Okay, well, I believe the second episode came out or something on...
Yeah, the second episode was last week. The third episode airs in a couple hours.
Okay. I actually don't mind this one. I've never seen the original, so don't hang me on that. I'm trying out this,
let's
I guess, remake.
No, none of us. Nobody's fucking seen the original.
I mean, I'm sure somebody has. It's just that we haven't, and we're probably not going to. But I'm actually quite enjoying myself. Like, the Dragon Quest series, I felt, I think I played only a few Dragon Quest games. I think the one back originally on the Game Boy, and what was the other one? I think there was a DS one I did. It was like the Sentinels of the Starry Sky or something like that. I'm pretty sure there was another one. Anyways, I do have a few fond memories of playing the Dragon Quest games, and it was nice just going back and seeing all the familiar enemies, at least the beginning ones kind of thing, in the first two episodes. And because I haven't watched the original series, I'm quite enjoying the whole first couple episodes. The very enigmatic intro to what I believe is like Dai's past, where there's like parents or something like that, or I don't know, his ancestors. It was interesting to watch how it leads up. And what else can I say about it? I thought the art style was incredible. I liked the music. I like the whole aspect of the Dragon Quest, universe. There was even like, I know that's happening a lot in the more modern animes, but like they're using a lot of CGI these days, I feel. And Dai no Dai Boken, or Dragon Quest, is I should say, they're not exactly sorry. They're part of that, basically. I don't know if they did it for all the fight scenes, but I remember seeing one on the second episode where they're fighting the
second episode used CGI during the mech fight. It was all right, but I mean, I get sick and tired of animes always thinking, oh, we could just use 3D and CG in the same thing and switch back and forth, and then you get all jarred because those are two totally different visual styles that really don't work well with each other most of the time. Idol shows do this all the damn time, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, they do. All the dance ones too, actually. Like literally anything that involves dance, because apparently it's easier to.
Like I will say, it wasn't bad because it wasn't jarring, but I don't want to see more CG 3D. Like I'm tired of shows always thinking, oh, we could do both and it'll look just fine, and then you realize, oh, this looks hideous. I'm looking straight at you, Copcraft.
Yeah, actually, I didn't think it was that bad, but
it wasn't, and
you could definitely
happy.
still tell. You could definitely still tell. I think it's thanks to the art style, really, that you couldn't tell.
Let's do it
as
on
bad,
the art
but
style. It's the fact that they actually filmed the CG shit as CG. Like, you notice the camera absolutely went completely different than it was during the other stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
okay, yeah.
That's one thing that people get so tied up on. Like, Berserk's main issue when it was out is that they had a guy running it who had no experience in CG. So he filmed everything as it was in 2D, and it looked awful.
Right, because you could tell the difference right from the get-go. Whereas, yeah, in this one, I guess they filmed it strictly as CG, as you said, and they were
you
more
notice when
dynamic,
people don't notice, like, Ufotable uses CG all the damn time. Nobody notices. Why? Because they know how to film it well.
Right.
It's just a simple thing.
And I think that's props on Dragon Quest for doing that, honestly.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't bad, but it's just like, if they're going to screw up, because studios always do. They always think, oh, we can keep this 2D, 3D thing going, and then they realize, oh, we can't.
I mean, it is cheaper, but yeah. Yeah, Dino Daiboken Dragon Quest. Check it out.
Not bad, I will say.
Waiting for third episode, so I mean,
in 3.5 hours.
I'm not gonna give it. I mean, I think it's a good introduction so far, so we'll see what happens in the third episode. Your turn, Marcel.
Move on to the next one.
Yeah, your turn, Marcel.
Oh, my turn? Oh, God. Well, let's see. Chewie, you ever wait 5 years for an anime?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I waited for, like, Haikyuu and, what was it, Log Horizon 2 or 3?
Log Horizon Season 3 is coming next, like, literally in 4 months. It's just, that's a whole other story. But no, have you ever just wanted to die of comfy kawaiiness?
I mean, always.
Then Is the Order Rabbit is for you.
Huh. I don't think I've actually...
I don't even know how to describe this thing, but I watched it a couple years ago, and it's just, here's the deal. Just stick that shite right into my veins.
Okay. I'm actually not sure which one you're talking about, so I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I'll just send you a link right now. There, bam, done.
Sweet.
Yeah, no, if you want to watch just like one of the best slice of life animes ever, just go watch it. It's absolutely superb. It's that it just tells a story about people doing stuff. Too many times we see slice of life animes try to add these like interstellar stuff, make everything seem unique, and then why not just watch cute girls doing things? Right?
Right. Okay.
And I was waiting 5 years for the sequel, and it finally came, and that first episode was just like, yes!
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the third season. I see. Sentai Filmworks.
Yeah, the second season was in 2015.
Oh.
But it's just an adorable little comedy, and it's just so funny. And the rabbit absolutely kills me sometimes. But it really, to me, this is a show that shows you can do more with less.
Wait, that's a rabbit? Oh God, I could not tell that was a rabbit at first.
Yeah, no, that's the rabbit on her head.
Okay, I still can't tell that's a rabbit.
His name is Tippy, and Tippy is actually her grandfather.
Okay, that looks like a cat.
That's a rabbit.
Like a, I don't know. I can't put it up on the.
Apparently, it is.
Right now.
Let's see. Apparently, it is an Angora rabbit.
that looks like a cross between a slime and a cat.
Yeah, that's what the design is based off.
Oh, okay. I see the Angora rabbit now.
But yeah,
I
literally, the body has been inhabited by the soul of conscience of Chino's grandpa.
At the same time, this doesn't look like. Oh my god, it looks like that frickin' Digimon or whatever. I don't know what it's called now. Oh god, I need to look up all the baby Digimon now because I need to figure out which one this one looks like. Oh god. Too many baby Digimon.
Oh yeah, and everybody's name is some sort of coffee reference.
Well, that's cute actually.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, no, I just want to shout out that series because it's amazing and it's comfy and just stick it in my veins.
Looks like, I don't know if any of you guys know Digimon, but it looks like a Meikumon without the tail. Well, actually...
All right, Joey, it's up to you next. Show us what you love the most.
This week so far?
Yeah, I mean, what good shows have you watched?
Besides Dragon Quest. I mean...
Yeah.
I wouldn't really consider it a great show, but I don't mind it so far. The first episode, since there's only one episode. Moriarty, actually. I don't know if
you were hyped about that.
No, I wasn't hyped. It was just I was looking forward to seeing what they would do with it. Yukoku no Moriarty. I'm not sure what the English version of that one.
I got it up.
I think it's something like Moriarty the Patriot or.
Yeah, Moriarty the Patriot. Actually,
I mean,
it's gonna have a second season released in spring.
Really, they've already okay.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a split core nonsense.
Okay, I see. I mean, I don't. The first episode, I think, was I felt just a tad bit rushed, honestly, but I think when you're trying to introduce characters and how they function, and also you don't want to have like a huge case in the very beginning for an intro, I think that's probably the best choice in that case, is that you gotta rush it a tiny bit or have like a tiny bit of a mystery. But this tiny bit of a mystery was like, I don't know if it's not really a spoiler, I guess. It's literally the first thing is it's child murder, like a string of child murders, basically. Boys.
Probably. I mean, it's based around Sherlock Holmes. There's going to be just devious crap.
Well, yeah. But like, I didn't think it would just jump right into it. But it kind of does in this case. And they kind of, as I said before, it feels like it was tiny bit rushed. But again, I understand. First episode, got to introduce something, got to set the tone kind of thing, and introduce all your characters, or not all your characters, but the main characters. And sort of how they think. Mm-hmm. And I thought it was, besides the fact that it felt like a little rushed, I thought it was actually pretty good. And then, of course, if you, at the beginning, if you don't know who Moriarty is and you're just like walking into this and you're like, he's gonna, solve a mystery or something. No, he's not just gonna solely just solve a mystery. He's going to, basically make a crime. That was literally it. That was what Moriarty was. He would, I think the whole, tussle between him and Sherlock Holmes was that he was aiding like people and stuff like that, and it also almost made it seem like it wasn't him, and he was helping people like pull off the perfect crime or whatever, or crimes. Mm-hmm. And that was his whole biz, right? So they actually just work with that on top of it, and I guess if you don't know, it seems like a little bit of a shock, but if you walked in and you're like, oh, it's Moriarty, yeah, okay, he's gonna do something in the end. Yeah, there you go. You just kind of showed it off right there. I'm not gonna give it the highest praise at the moment because it is the first episode, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the Daddy.
Anybody who gives ratings to an anime after episode 1 deserves to be shot.
Well, I'm not saying that I'm gonna rate it or anything. I'm just saying that right now I have decent impressions, but I don't have like the highest expectations at the same time. At one point too, I also thought that the brother was the one who did it at the end, since this is technically a murder mystery in the first place as well. I thought the brother actually did it, and then I was like, oh wait, that's his brother. Oh. Okay, well, that doesn't make sense then. Probably somebody. Oh, and then they introduced the actual character. That's the person who did it, and it's like, oh, okay, that's obviously him. There you go. I feel bad for jumping on the boat on the fact that it might have been his brother, because now I'm so used to animes showing you like an ikemen or whatever, like or a bishoujo or whatever, a bishonen, and then just like, oh, you actually have a really, really, really dark side, and you might have been the hidden antagonist this entire time, or the antagonist for this episode. Oh, okay. I'm shocked, but no, I shouldn't have expected that really, or I shouldn't have thought it that way. I guess in this case, because it was quite obvious afterwards. But yeah, it was fun. I like the colors. I like it wasn't like, I don't know, it didn't really show off anything technical like animations, I suppose, but it was nice. It's nice. Almost feels like one of those harem video games for the reverse harem ones, because there's a lot of main male characters. That, or it's like one of those is the gay video game. I don't know what they're called, honestly.
Yaoi.
I'm pretty sure there's like a specific type
Boys
of name.
Love.
Yeah. Well, I mean.
So yaoi.
No. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure there's like a specific type of name for like boys love visual novels or whatever.
Yeah, it's literally called yaoi.
Oh, is that literally it? I thought it just literally meant
literally that.
Okay, well, there you go. It almost feels like a yaoi at that point.
Yeah, yaoi, also known as boys love.
I just thought that there was
Lucas, you're supposed to be the degenerate of this team.
I thought it was like something special, like Eroge or whatever it's called, or the H games or something. Anyways, it was still interesting. I liked it. Not bad so far.
Yeah, it's not bad.
What about you, Marcel? Second choice.
For me, well, I mean, there's the usual stuff. Inuyasha continues just to like raise my penis really large.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I watched that too. It was actually really, really nice. I like this episode, and I didn't actually expect it to go this way either.
I mean, that's the way it was going to go. I mean, they had to show her being in that other world.
No, I mean, like, I didn't think they would already just drag them into the future, but
well,
okay.
I mean, it's how it is, but who the hell cares? Golden Kami continues to be madness.
Didn't watch the first season, so I'm not gonna watch the third one just yet because I'm not gonna understand anything.
It's one of those shows where you just sit there and say to yourself, "How does this keep going?" Like, it feels super niche, but oh look, we got a third season. And then I'm enjoying Kimi-sen, but I'm also saying to myself, man, they are really trying hard to force these two together, aren't they?
Kimi-sen. Which one's that one?
It's that one where it's science versus magic, and like the two people on the opposite side end up loving each other.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World.
The really long Japanese title one, yes. Kimito Boku.
And like, I'm always a sucker for those type of shows, but I'm sitting there just like, Jesus Christ, you guys could not force them together harder.
Okay.
Like, literally halfway through the scene of them like meeting up in the neutral town, they show a flashback where it's clearly the girl saving the boy, and I'm sitting there just like, really, guys? Like, it's all right, it's enjoyable at least.
Okay.
And of course, there's Strike Witches, which is just me going, why aren't they wearing any pants?
I don't know actually.
And then there's normal stuff. I still enjoy The Journey of Elena. That's brilliant.
The Witch of
Journey Elena. It's pretty much Kinero's journey, except it's a girl who's a witch this time.
Is that a continuation of last season's stuff?
No.
Okay, then I do not know.
I'm going to teach you everything right now, aren't I? There you go.
Well,
but if you ask me, the two things that really have taken me now
that
are...
one, yeah.
Well,
okay.
3, but I'll focus on 2 since I talked about Higurashi last week. Though I will say, does it really matter if it's a sequel?
Are you just asking in general?
Like, actually, no, I want to go on this a bit, because last week a lot of people were freaking out and getting mad at Pasone because they apparently marketed Higurashi wrong.
Oh, right, this thing, right. This Higurashi version is like the sequel, apparently.
Yeah, apparently it's a sequel, and I'm sitting there and saying to myself, who cares? ? Because the original Higurashi aired, 10 years ago?
The first one?
Let me pull up the exact date that the first one aired. All right, give me a second. Yeah, the first one aired over 10 years ago, 2006, right? Now, I'm going to sit here and say, okay, if they marketed it as a remake,
right,
but it turns out to be a sequel, I can understand the frustration. But even then, who cares? Like, we haven't seen the original in 14 years. This one right now is clearly 100% better, in my opinion.
Okay.
Just because, I think the presentation is so much better.
Okay.
And again, most people haven't seen Higurashi in, again, 14 years!
Yeah, it's 2020. Yeah.
Like, I can understand being upset of them at Pasone being marketed wrong, because apparently, according to some people, Pasone marketed it as a remake.
Wait.
But even then, I'm just sitting there just like, okay, that sucks, but people marketed things wrong to begin with. It's something everybody does. Is it like a bad thing? Sure, I agree, but I don't think it really changes the fact that we haven't seen Higurashi in 14 years, so even if it was just a remake, it really wouldn't matter.
Do we count OVAs in this case?
Well, I mean, the first season of Higurashi aired in 2006.
Yeah, there was another one afterwards, which was 2007, though.
Yeah, but I mean, we haven't seen Higurashi in almost a decade.
Do we count OVAs? Because apparently
OVAs are literally a continuation. Higurashi went with like a full season, a couple OVAs, then another full season, if I remember.
The last OVA was 2013.
Ooh, so it's been 7 years since we've seen Higurashi.
I don't know. I'm just checking the facts. I'm not saying anything else in general, but it's just checking the facts. Oh, they had a television drama. Good for them.
But the first season, which is what right now Higurashi Go is covering, wasn't seen since 2006.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, okay, if they truly did promote it differently, I agree. It's pretty bad. But here's the thing. If you're arguing that the way they promoted it is wrong, okay, I agree. If you're arguing it that it shouldn't be a sequel, then I think you're a fucking idiot.
Why would you be arguing about it not being a sequel?
I guess a lot of people just really wanted the remake. I don't know. And that's really my thing. It's like, I don't find if Pasone really did market it differently that big of a deal. Because in the end, they're still telling the same story, right?
Yeah.
Like, the first episode is literally just... The first arc is literally the same arc from the beginning one.
Yeah. I mean, since they already did Kai, yeah. That's pretty much it.
So this is what I don't get. Did Pasone market it wrong? Maybe. Is it an issue in the end? I don't really think so. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm a lunatic. I'm willing to accept that. But I also don't think Pasone marketing the way it did really changed anything, since we're still getting pretty much the same show, just probably told differently.
Right.
Since that's the thing about Go, it's just that scene at the beginning of episode 2 where Rika's older and talking to somebody they don't meet in a while does throw you off.
I mean, I suppose, yeah, that would probably.
But I also don't think that, like, it was marketed in such a way, because it's still telling pretty much the exact same story. Really, I don't think it is a sequel. I think it's a retelling.
Is it really telling the same story? Because, like, if I remember correctly, there was so many arcs.
Well, the first arc is literally the same arc they covered in the first place.
And there was, like, so many, like, alternate versions, too. I don't remember.
We will see, because the first arc should end next week.
Okay. All right.
So, like, they're covering Spirited Away by the Demon.
Okay.
So it really all depends if they cover, say, Cotton Drifting next, since that was the next arc.
Okay.
But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because I found it a bit annoying, because, I mean, it's weird because I didn't find what Pasone did to be that bad, because we haven't seen the first season of Higurashi in 14 years.
Right.
So a lot of people, like, yeah, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, it's not the same, when in reality it pretty much is, outside of the whole Rika scene at the beginning.
I mean, yeah, just chill. We'll see where it goes.
Breed format.
We'll see for a second, you know? We'll see how it goes. Oh.
But yeah, the final show I want to talk about is Akadama Drive.
Yeah, Marcel, have you ever just wanted to be a criminal while just hanging around Kansai region or something, and just eating takoyaki and looking like the animation from what is it, like Danganronpa? Because I sure do.
Yeah, no, it's a weird one. I thought the second episode was okay. I thought the first episode was great, and I literally am saying to myself, yeah, this show does better when there's action.
Yeah, because
there was way too much talking last episode.
Yeah, there wasn't really. Well, actually, second episode, they actually had some decent action. It's just.
No, don't get me wrong, there was decent action, but the whole thing to get there, I was just like, oh my god, just stop.
There was a moment where I was like, why are they hijacking a bus? Oh, okay, okay, yeah, this is going. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking. Now they're fighting. Now they're fighting. Now explode. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Yep. There they go. All right. Yep. We'll see ya. All right. See ya. Okay, we're back. We're back to talking.
But again, it looks pretty good. I definitely enjoying a lot of it.
I like the Danganronpa animation.
There's this one pet peeve with it that just, it pisses me off.
Real quick before you go any further with that, is Akudama Drive the artist? Was it the guys that did Danganronpa? Because it does look very similar.
The story is the guy who did Danganronpa.
Okay, so it has. Okay, so it is basically, yeah.
So what I'm thinking is probably he's the same artist as there.
Most likely, yeah.
Staff. Let's pull up original character design. Yep, Danganronpa.
There you go.
We should do an episode about Danganronpa.
I mean, yeah.
But anyway, friggin', what I was about to say is that I have a pet peeve in anime, and it's been done a lot, and it makes me want to break skulls.
Okay.
Give people actual names!
Oh, yeah, this one... Right, the only person that really hasn't... Oh, no. Oh, no, yeah, the only few people that have an actual name is... Oh, no, they don't. None of them do.
No, they don't. They're all the courier, the doctor, the cutthroat, the killer,
hacker, the hoodlum, the black cat.
Give people actual names.
Oh, and the girl's name is Ordinary Person.
Yeah, the citizen.
And even the execution guys are like execution division master and execution division apprentice or pupil, and I'm like,
Like, just
Okay,
give
master
them,
and pupil.
like, just give them actual names, please.
It doesn't even need to be that like
Like,
creative. Just make a guy.
Here's the thing. Call the brawler Bob. Call the courier Sean. Call the cutthroat Jack. Call the doctor Mia. There, you find them instantly more connectable.
Or just call him Die Go May. just one syllable.
How hard is it to write actual names? It pisses me off when shows do this.
It's the same for the other one, wasn't it, that you brought up one time? Mao Yusha or whatever? Where it's just literally Mao and then Yusha. And then it's like, okay.
Yeah, Mao Yusha does that. But another show that does that also that irritates me is Goblin Slayer.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, notice how nobody in Goblin Slayer has an actual freaking name.
No, you don't. Slayer or
Yep.
Lizard
Priestess,
Shaman.
Priestess, Milk Girl, Lizard Men, High Elf.
Sword Saint or whatever.
Yep, the
Receptionist.
Sword Saint. They're all just the dwarf. Like, they're all just given titles, and I'm like, just give them a fucking name for the love of God. Goblin Slayer's older sister. Hero. Like, isn't that hard to come up with names? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't remember why. I don't know what the thinking process is, or thought process is behind that.
Like, it's just, I've never understood that in television, let alone anime, why they don't give names.
Well, like, I guess in some cases they should. I mean, I don't know. I guess this could be some certain settings where they don't use a name, but then again, this is not very. This is kind of not very specific though. This is like, okay, why don't you have a name? You're in a fantasy world. We're just gonna call you Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, or like it's
receptionist. You could be talking to every single receptionist at that point, man. Receptionist, a priestess. Hey, there's 5 priestesses in the room. Priestess. Okay, yeah, I don't know who I'm talking to.
No, it's such a pet peeve of mine. It drives me nuts. Anyway, if you want to ask me what shows have had the best starts this fall,
Akudama Drive.
I'd put it high, but in my opinion, the shows I put the highest are Danmachi.
Oh yeah, Danmachi, right? Yeah.
Over the Moon for You.
Okay.
The Journey of Elena.
Yashahime.
So that, yeah. Well, I was gonna say Inuyasha, though. That's 4. And if you ask me, what's the 5th? The show that, in my opinion, is probably top 5 right now.
Excuse me.
That's hard. I want to say The Day I Became a God, but we've only seen 1 episode of that.
Ah, okay.
You know what? I'm gonna say Love Live.
The new one.
Yeah.
Nijigasaki, whatever Gakuen. Okay.
And it's mostly just because they finally have seemed to at least understand how to transfer between CG and 3D. But it also seems like they're finally telling a different fucking story.
Have
you noticed how the first 2 original Love Lives, Sunshine and the original one, have always been about saving the damn school?
Yeah.
I get a feeling they're actually not going to do it like that for once, and it makes me happy.
Might be doing it for some other reason. Yay.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I expect Love Live to plummet down once more episodes of other shows air.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much my opinion of the fall. And yes, I am not watching Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh, you're not?
No. I may watch it when it's finished airing.
You're not? That's actually a little surprising, but okay, yeah, all right. I mean, I won't hold you to it because I haven't watched it either, but I'm a little surprised with that.
It literally takes me pulling teeth just to get you to watch stuff.
Pulling teeth. Yeah, the fact that I've watched like maybe 5 animes and caught up on Danmachi.
Yeah. Dude, you want me to tell you how much I'm watching?
Yeah, no, I know how much you're watching, but do you know how much
I'm
I
watching
watched?
a lot. I
anime?
have no life. Please, somebody come save me. I'm falling down the rabbit hole.
No. This is your problem. This is your fault. I'm gonna leave it.
I'm actually also down the rabbit hole of VTubers. If we want to just quickly dip into that before we move on to the next segment.
Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say right now, Kamitachi is actually an interesting, comforting show.
Oh yeah, I forgot Kamitachi. Whoops.
But I don't know how I feel about the slimes being CG either.
I actually have not watching Kamitachi. It just looked honestly super generic.
Yeah, it's pretty much Kuma 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 Bear, just a different type of isekai.
Yeah, and as much as I want Kuma Kuma Bear to be Buffiri, it's not going to be Buffiri.
No.
God, I miss Buffiri. When's season 2 of Buffiri coming out?
I have no idea. But
let me check while you
are,
talk about your Kamitachi.
No, that was pretty much it. I thought it was a good, comforting anime. Just, I don't expect much because I've read the manga, and really it's really just comfort, honestly, than anything else. It's not really there for anything.
Alrighty then. Well, I guess we should move on to the next segment to keep a certain Canyon happy because he thinks 2 hours is too long for a podcast. Love you, Canyon.
No, okay.
All right. Last week we talked about Pokemon, and it was fun, but we got a little too happy, in my opinion.
Oh, no.
And apparently, it was Thanksgiving in Canada last week. So while we're thankful about, being with our friends or family in this tough time, let's also be thankful we never have to watch these pieces of shit again.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about disappointing anime, and next week we'll be talking about gateway anime.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, let's have some fun. All right, Chewy. Let's start with this. It is summer.
Summer.
You have all the time in the world, and this certain anime is on, and you watch it, and you love it. You watch it, and it just is garbage.
Are we talking about the God of High School?
Yeah, I thought I might as well start there since I don't think I've seen a more disappointed anime ever.
Okay, let's get into it.
It is just it's the perfect example of how to do a disappointing anime.
Okay, right, because it's hyped up. It's
hyped up because it's got great presentation.
Right. It's hyped up because
to have
of the seeds,
but it seems to have the seeds to go forward, and it just doesn't ever.
Yeah, it's I don't know how to approach that, honestly.
Yeah, but we ranted about that last week, so Chiro, you ranted about something this week.
I don't know. I was looking through everything that I've watched so far, which is not a lot, but it's still not too little. I haven't really been super disappointed by the things you said, but let me think here. What was one that was honestly...
There's gotta be a couple animes you've watched that you've had some sort of excitement for, and then you just sat there and you go, wow, this is actually not any good.
I mean, I didn't have the biggest hype for it, but I was a little bit excited for the type of premise because it was a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one of them was Blood Lad. You remember Blood Lad?
I've heard of it. I've actually never watched it.
I was actually kind of looking forward to it a bit, because it was a little bit different for sure. The main character, I believe the whole setting is you're in modern times. It's just, and then there's supernatural, and everything is like a monster society or something like that. Let's see here. Yeah, the demon world. There we go. It's just like a modern monster society in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
And a young Japanese girl accidentally wanders through a portal and leading into the demon world. And then the first person she meets is this vampire who rules an eastern district, and he's a merciless monster or whatever. He's supposedly a merciless monster, but he's an otaku. He's obsessed with Japanese culture and completely uninterested in actual human blood or anything. And the first person, that's the first person this girl meets, and then she's like obviously over the moon and tries to, talk to her about it, and then they get into like these, I believe, strange and kind of encounters with people because he rules over a certain district. He just keeps on getting, his territory gets attacked because he's I don't know, being weird, I guess. I don't know if it's a convenient or whatever, or if it's just him being weird, or that they start attacking. But I remember watching it, and then several episodes in, not just, it's like 4 or whatever, I was like, where are we going with this? What's going on? Am I still watching the same anime? And then I was like, I don't know what's going on anymore. And now I forget everything because I don't think I wanted to remember anything after that.
Yeah, I can see that. Don't get me wrong, I can see that. So would you say that's disappointing because you expected too much?
I wasn't overhyping it, but I was a little bit expecting something different because the first episode seemed kind of decent, but yeah, I would say it was a little bit overhyping it a little.
Alrighty, well, that's a good, interesting thing. It does show how important keeping your expectations low. Let's talk about a show that. Let's bounce to some for me. Let's talk about a show that is disappointing because it starts off so well and then just plummets into the abyss. Okay. You ever heard of Copcraft?
Oh no, yeah. I do remember this one. This one is with that blue-haired girl that dresses differently or whatever.
I don't know where you see blue, or she's
blue
blonde.
Or blonde. I don't know. I remember.
Yeah, it's a show that aired last summer where it's just like we're gonna have this like buddy cop show, and honestly, the first couple episodes were good, and then you start to realize the production issues.
Okay.
You want to know who did this show, Chewy?
Actually, I'm looking at the thing right now.
I'll just save you look. It's the same guys who did Berserk.
Milipensi?
Yep. Led by the same director who did Berserk.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Oh, they did Wake Up Girls. Oh, jeez.
And they still use CG.
Yeah, I see it from the poster as well.
And let's just say he still hasn't learned a damn thing.
No.
Some of the battles later in the season are just spectacular carnage. Like, it's just some of the animation errors make me just fall off a cliff laughing.
No boy.
And it's about the same level as freaking what's it? Was it 7 Deadly Sins season 3? Oh no! Like that was just a train wreck.
Let's not talk about that. It's dark.
Dude, I'd
dark
love
times.
to talk about that.
That's some dark times right there.
Screw you, Studio Dean. Screw you.
Oh, literally, Studio Dean actually did Higurashi as well. Actually, they did it for Kai, I believe, or whatever. Or was it the first one? First one and Kai.
Studio Dean did the original Higurashi.
Oh god.
And I could go on about Studio Dean, how I never want to see them animate anything serious ever, and I want them to only animate comedies.
Yeah.
There are it's proven to an unnatural doubt that they cannot animate action well.
Yeah.
Like you can tell that their best shows are literally Konosuba.
That's saying something.
Yeah. And even then, Konosuba isn't animated well in the slightest.
No.
It's just that their animation literally works well with Konosuba because it's the type of show Konosuba is.
It's just ridiculous. So why shouldn't the animation just be as equal?
But yeah, Copcraft is disappointing because it starts out decently, and then you start to realize, oh, this actually has the production of like a toddler, and oh god that. I'm gonna look up a battle scene and send it to you after this because you need to see just how bad some of the battles get.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's a disappointment in terms of like a show that starts off well and then it's just like, oh, this is bad.
I think
there's a lot to like about Copcraft.
I think I have something around those lines as well, actually. But this isn't just a disappointment about the anime itself as well, because I believe the manga is what led to it being like that. So it's a combination of being disappointed in the anime and the manga itself. Nejimaki Sere Senki from Madhouse back in summer 2016.
Madhouse, let me pull it up.
Follows a guy named Ikta Solork who's into really older women.
That's disturbing, Chewy.
What?
20s.
He wants to live a simple life. And,
this one. Oh, how is this disappointing?
Just, I liked it. I really did. I liked it all the way till the end. Till the end, Marcel. And I have never been so disappointed about something at the very end, because I thought this would go on for a little bit longer just to show the struggles of the Empress and stuff like that. But this is a combined disappointment of like the
apparently I forgot it was 26 episodes. Jesus Christ.
Manga and the animation, or not, they've just been like a combined disappointment because they ended so suddenly. Honestly, for me, I felt like there could have been more after that last arc, but no, they just wanted a time skip and just get to the very end. And I was like, okay.
If I remember, doesn't it end with like the main character swearing he'll help the princess, even though that puts him against like the one he was Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what you're looking at, but I'm just gonna agree to it, dude.
I'm looking at a spoiler because I don't care if I see it, and just like, wow, really?
No,
but no, like if I remember, it ended with the main character swearing like loyalty or something to the princess.
Yes, after a time skip.
Really? It's been so long since I've seen this. Give me a second.
No, okay, so there was that I think the last big mission they did was they went to the north to quell a rebellion with the natives or something like that. And they had like the mountain natives were originally quite close to that empire, I believe, but then the things drifted off or something, and then Ikta knows one of the I don't know if it was soon to be chief or chiefess or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just keep talking. I'm actually just rewatching the final episode.
But literally the end of that, after that episode or that mission's done or whatever, it's a time skip, Marcel. Time skip into the future. And then he swears his fealty to the Empress.
Wait. You're telling me after he stops the dude with the white hair and walks away, after that it's a time skip?
It's a time skip.
How is this a time skip?
No, it's a time skip. Literally, I remember this.
It's literally them returning from the battle.
It's a time skip, Marcel.
How is this a time skip, though?
Because he's freaking older and she's older. They're all older.
No, it isn't. I'm literally looking at the scene. They're the exact same age.
No, you're not watching the right end scene. Literally, the end scene is him being I don't know, 10 years older. The Empress is of age as well, and like much older, by the way. She's not short anymore. She's not young. And it's him swearing fealty to her.
Chewie, I don't know how much of a time skip is 1 month.
No, it's
literally
not.
I am literally looking at it, Chewie. It literally says 1 month later.
No, it's not 1 month later.
It literally says 1 month later.
I'm going to show you right now. It's not 1 month later, and it's
Chewie,
not.
it literally says 1 month later.
No.
Chewie, it literally says it in the series, and it says 1 month later.
No. You're not looking at the right scene here.
I am literally watching the ending as we speak.
Where is it? It's not.
It literally says this is 1 month later. After the trial of some guy.
Let's see here. Last chapter. I'm pretty sure the anime.
I remember this opening. This was a great opening. But literally, it says 1 month later.
No, it's literally 3 years later. I don't know what you're talking about here.
Joey, I literally just screenshotted it 1 month later.
No, that's not the right scene. It's this one. It's literally this one. Very end of this chapter, and then they make a scene of it on the anime, I'm pretty sure. And he's got a cane, and he walks up to her, and she's not short and young anymore. It's 3 years later.
The scene isn't in the anime, Chewie.
No, it totally is. I'm pretty sure it's at the very end.
I literally just watched the ending. There was no cane or anything.
I'm gonna go back and watch it right now. I'll show you. But then, wait.
Yeah, no, this scene is not in the anime, Chewie.
It is, though. I saw it.
No, it isn't.
I'm gonna show it to you, but I'm gonna have to mute myself.
Go watch the end of the series
I gotta
right
mute
now.
Everything.
Go watch the end of the series right now.
I gotta mute you. Sorry. No, they can't hear you, man. I had to mute because you're part of the playback. I have to go look it up. Marcel's going to the washroom real quick while I listen to this because it's literally. Don't walk away. Okay, you can't hear him, but he's just walked off. Yeah, okay. Come on. Stupid thing. Load up. This is taking a very long time to load. I don't know why it's taking a very long time to load. Taking a very, very long time to load. Come out. Wait. Oh, the last scene is literally he's back to back with that girl again. Okay, what? No, I'm pretty sure I saw this. Okay, well, whatever. It's a combination. I'm still combined a little bit disappointed with that because I felt there would be more.
You can be disappointed where the manga goes. There is no doubt about that.
No, I'm disappointed where the anime kind of ended as well, honestly.
It ended at the end of an arc. Like, what do you expect them to do, though?
No, that made me sad. That made me sad.
That is fine. You cannot like the... Here's the thing. You cannot like the ending. That's fine. But, like, it ended at the end of arc. Would you rather them end in the middle of an arc? Oh, wow. It's a light novel, not a manga. And the light novel's finished.
Light novel's finished, yeah. And then it turned into a manga. Yeah. But even the ending of that manga was still pretty bad, too. I don't know why they...
I thought that series was great, though. It was pretty fun.
It was amazing. It's just...
And you thought it ended differently, and you were wrong.
I mean, I was under the impression, because I'm pretty sure they took a lot of source material from manga, honestly. Even, like...
I wouldn't know. Freaking... It's hard for me to feel that shit.
But... No, even, like, the end of that one still made me sad, too. Like, it disappointed me a little bit.
That. It left me wanting more.
But the thing is, knowing what I know now as well, is that the fact is, it still wouldn't have gone that far anyways, because, like, the light novel, I think, ended in where the manga also ended, so...
Maybe.
And then there wouldn't have been anything, really.
all I know is I feel like we could title this episode, There's No Kane. Oh, that was great. Holy crap. Oh, my.
Okay, well, another one that I'm kind of disappointed is still Kisniver. You remember Kisniver?
I remember Kisniver. Yeah, that was that thing from Trigger a couple of years ago.
Yeah, that was weird. It's like it had some turn after what? After introducing all the main characters. I think it was like the last character to be introduced. That was
Well, I mean, it was all about the turn when fucking Noriko and the main character were revealed to be connected.
Right, but yeah. I remember the whole aspect and the cool aspect of that show was that it was pretty much like what was it? Like, have you seen the television show Sense8 from Netflix?
Nope.
Okay, well, it was basically that they could feel each other what they were feeling, right? Or something like that, wasn't it? Yeah, no, that was it.
But that was Kisniver, yes.
Yeah, that they could feel what the other person's feeling, right? And then the episode before it turns a whole, like, other direction, and they kind of just get rid of the entire aspect, was when the last of the group that was connected to them was revealed or whatever, or finally introduced. Wow. That was like just sudden freaking change of pace and everything, and change of like, why do they even need to have this ability and like use it properly?
Well, I mean, her whole goal was to give Katsuhira his pain back, in a sense.
No, like, literally, it went from, like, why you had such potential to do something with, like, this ability of theirs, but then they just suddenly went, okay, we're gonna just change the entire, like, direction of where we were, like, leading up to, and just going, all right, we're gonna do something else altogether now. So everyone else is gonna. So the entire potential of the story is now completely changed, and everything else is just different. Like the entire genre, I felt changed at that point. Even though it was already kind of like sci-fi-ish, I felt like it even went even further than that. I don't know. I was kind of disappointed at that point.
I can't remember enough to really judge on it. I do remember enjoying the visuals.
No, it was good. It was good. I that story just, wow. Where did it go? Honestly.
That's a fair point. Ooh, got an itch.
I don't remember really much else.
You really don't remember anything, do you?
No, the thing is, like, a lot of the animes that I watched weren't as disappointing, really. I
got one, though.
Which one?
Darling in the Franxx.
Psych. I didn't finish watching that.
Hey, you're a lucky bastard. No, I was freaking... Darling in the Franxx it's weird to me. I thought the first bit was rather enjoyable, rather good. It started to go down a bit, but everybody has a hang up on how it ended. And I'm sitting there just like saying to myself, yeah, it's a little insane, but did you really expect anything else? Like the whole ending with like the guys who run the place turning out to be like these alien people, like that's expected, right?
Right.
Like they were going to end up being aliens. That was probably what was going to happen. So why is it like a big deal that they are alien? Like that's the thing. Like everybody's like, "Oh, it comes out of nowhere," and I'm just like, "Does it really?"
It already.
Like sure, they go a bit over the top with it. I will 100% agree. But I'm sitting there saying to myself, it was kind of expected that like the 5 sages were going to be evil.
Honestly, it was already a weird show to begin with. I just let it go.
Like let's be real. The show was going down pretty well. But again, I'm sitting there saying to myself, are we really shocked that the people who are going to be evil turned out to be evil?
I mean, I guess not. Yeah, you really are you really like shocked about it? No. Yeah, it shouldn't be. I don't know. That was just
like really, Darling the Franxx started just dying about midway through when they started going through all the melodrama crap.
Oh man, and not just that, just the concepts in general as well. I mean, yeah, I like, get that.
Kokoro's pregnant, but they can't have children. It's just like, what the fuck am I watching now?
I get the. Did you actually like catch on to like the underlying themes of it? It was so weird because like I think at that time when Darling in the Franxx was out, Japan was dealing with like a low birth rate or something, because like you. I mean,
aren't they still are?
I'm pretty sure they still are. I don't know how bad though it is really, but like the youth or whatever, the young people weren't interested in getting married and having children and having families or anything like that. And so Japan actually, I'm pretty sure the government actually paid studios to make anime that would basically stimulate.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Stimulate the change, basically. And I believe Darling in the Franxx was one of those few that got a bit of a sponsorship.
Not be surprised.
I'm not sure if it was a sponsorship or they just like got a little bit of funds. I don't know what it was, honestly. All I know is they were trying to do something.
Japan took advantage of Gate.
Oh, wait, what?
Apparently what I heard is that the Japanese military used it as propaganda.
Oh yeah, the SDF. Yeah, they were like, "Oh yay, thanks for like portraying us as really cool. We're gonna work with that. You're the coolest." And then
it's just like, okay, it doesn't change my opinion on Gate. I thought Gate was great.
Doesn't change the opinion, the fact that you guys are having a declining birth rate and you won't have anyone to recruit. So yeah, yay. You're all gonna disappear in the end.
Yeah, we're all going to hell. Yeah.
I don't know. That was pretty.
Yeah, no, Darling in the Franxx is just it's something, all right.
I don't know how you cannot find anything that's just connected to frickin' like sexual innuendos whatsoever. That entire series, like. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, any other disappointing stuff or?
Sugimomo.
Which one's that one? I actually don't remember that.
It's a show that aired, I believe, that its second season last spring.
Wait, Sugumomo, like the one with the cloth demon or whatever?
Yeah. Apparently it's rated R.
It's what?
It's rated R.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, Sugumomo. It had its second season last spring.
I mean, I can kind of see that, like rated R for like American standards, or
I don't know, but yeah, no, Sugumomo comes to mind for me when you come to disappointment because, well, it's one of those shows that kind of just does nothing.
You know,
it's talking about how this guy, he needs to stop all these like demons and whatnot, and he rarely does. It's mostly just disgusting fan service.
Lot.
Like
a lot of fan service.
I made this joke. I swear they spend just as much time in the bathtub naked as they do actually fighting demons.
I mean, yeah.
And that really just kills the show. But what makes it so disappointing to me is how it ends. Right?
Okay. How does it end? I guess I'm just gonna bring that in. How does it end?
It ends with the boy's mother, who was killed, and whatever her name. What's her name again? Kira, who was the whatever. What the hell do you call those? Whatever. Like the Kira was her mom's weapon, right?
Right.
Right. An exorcist.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there's that. But his mom comes back because apparently one of the demons was able to possess her at the end. I don't get the exact reason, because like I'm sitting there like, oh, this isn't bad.
I think I've actually read up to that point with that one.
Yeah, because in the end, like the show ends with her coming back as like this dark demon because
yeah
the thingamajig wanted to kill the boy, right?
Right, yeah.
And then in the end, Kirya's left for dead. His sister is pretty much left for dead, and they're trying to see her. And then he has to go get better before, like, she breaks the seal, comes in and kills him, right? And I'm sitting there like, that's intriguing. That's interesting. Why wasn't this started before? Like, it felt like they had to build up so much to get to that point, but everything before that point is just god-awful. Like, I'm sitting there just like, yeah, this is interesting.
I remember reading this manga, but I just could not keep up with it anymore, honestly.
Oh, dude, everything before the mother comes back and leaves them all for dead is terrible.
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting there saying to myself, and I'm just sitting there saying to myself, this wouldn't be that bad in a third season. Like, I'm serious. I think a third season where we can actually get to the story of, like, him trying to become stronger, trying to revive Kira, and trying to stop his mother and the Sugumomo that's trying to kill him would be interesting.
All right.
Instead, we got all this bullcrap fan service where it's just disturbing. And then we get this interesting thing at the end, and I'm like, I want to see more of this. But why wasn't this shown before? Why did we have to go through all that just awful stuff to get here?
I don't know.
Like, I remember watching that show, and I remember saying to myself, why is nothing happening? Why are we always seeing... Like, it's literally a 12-episode training arc that doesn't even end. 24 episodes, actually. It was 2 seasons.
Oh, man. That actually...
And then one thing that broke me, man. Oh, my God. One thing that broke me is... The ending of season 1 introduced this chick called Tsunono, right?
Okay, yep.
And she was an apprentice to his mother. And she was upset that he was the person being tasked to cleanse the area. So they fight, and he beats her.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, the mother of the girl is like, okay, well, since you got beat, you need to marry him.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there just like, okay, I've seen this before.
Okay.
But then it gets bad because this mother pretty much runs her through the ringer.
What? What?
She pretty much tries to force them to have sex with each other for an entire episode.
Oh, okay.
And it is the most disturbing crap I have ever seen in my life. No, I'm not kidding.
Oh, good God. Okay.
Like, it's just... When I'm watching it, I felt dirty.
I mean... I already feel dirty just talking about freaking, or I don't know, just talking about disappointments in general. Oh, no. I just feel dirty the fact that I know some bad shows. God. Another one that, since you brought up the whole fan service thing ruining certain shows, I can bring one more into the mix before we close.
Okay.
Mackenzie.
Well, what?
Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
M-A-K-E-N.
Mackenzie.
Yeah.
All right, let's look this up.
I hope you have a safe search on or something.
Heather is enrolled in 10B Academy, a private prep school converted from all-girls co-ed, hoping to have the life full of oogling girls. What in the actual fuck am I looking at?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my sweet baby God.
Yeah.
That promotional art is something.
Yeah. So the first Mackenzie, yeah, and it was just a lot of fan service. But Mackenzie 2, that came out like maybe a year or so later or something. I don't know how long ago it was. It just abandoned all aspects of anything. Of any story, almost.
Dude.
Had it in the background.
That promotional art for season 2.
Yeah, exactly.
At least season 1's just like, yeah, we're super edgy, but at least there's like a tameness to it. Season 2 is just like, nope.
The art change, the story was basically in the background now. It wasn't even like, there's no like hints or like even in between bits anymore. It's just in the background.
What the?
And then you're thrown into, I believe, if my memory is hopefully not as bad as the Aldermer and whatever one, I'm pretty sure you get thrown right into the etchiness of it. Like,
I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it, and I don't plan to ever watch this. This looks awful.
Yeah.
Like, season 1 preview photo is just like, okay, you know, it's etchy. We can get past it. At least the uniforms look nice. Season 2, no, just bikinis.
Yeah, as long as you have clothes, you know, and
oh my God, holy shit. Oh my God.
It wasn't the fact that, like, okay, I watched the first season. It was like, okay, it's really, really etchy, but like the story parts are okay. I'm like, that was an okay story.
To Love Ru, it's ecchi, but like you can at least find some enjoyment in some of the stupidity, right?
Right, but then I entered into McKinky 2 thinking, okay, it's probably going to be the same, right? It's going to be the same level of ecchi, but still be able to talk a little bit of the story at the same time. No, not so whatsoever. The art, first thing is like, oh, you see right away, oh, it's just an art change. Oh, that's why there's an art change. Oh, okay. All right, where's everything going now?
That's amazing.
Why am I here watching hentai, basically?
Oh, it's made by Zebek. Of course there's an art change.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are guys who did, I believe those guys who did To Love Ru as well.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah,
they did Keijo as well.
Hey, Keijo was great.
Yeah, but I understand why it was great now. Yeah.
Wow, they do like the animated music videos for Bang Dream.
They also did Maho Sensei Negima, which is also known for their ecchi scenes as well. So
yeah, it looks like all they do is ecchi outside of like Zokia no Fafa.
Oh, they had Love Hina as well. Well, that's also ecchi as well. Jesus Christ, like everything. Okay, yeah. So it was, yeah.
That was just, oh my god.
Hey, they did Zords though. I mean, that's the one thing.
The Pokemon Origins? Well, they had a part of it.
They did Pokemon movie 14 actually too.
Not bad.
And they actually did Rockman back in the days.
They did that Rene no Lagerna one.
Oh.
It's a weird show. I actually enjoyed it. It's on Netflix.
Oh, they did Shaman King.
Yeah, the new Shaman King's coming out this spring.
Oh, they did all the Rockmans, man. Or not all of them, but they did most of the Rockmans. Oh, okay, yeah, well, okay.
Yeah, before they got, tormented with the ecchi. Oh my Jesus Christ.
Okay. They did Shuffle.
I need to stop looking at this. This is just gonna send me. Oh my God!
Stop. Are you looking at Are you still looking at
I don't get how some of them can get away with promotional art like that.
Are you still looking at this?
Oh my god. Okay, actually, before we end this, I want to do one more disappointment because it made me remember.
Okay, you gotta wrap it up quick here.
Log Horizon Season 2.
Oh, really?
The first half was great. I enjoyed it. The second half was one of the most agonizing things I have ever watched in my life. That kid's arc can rot in the fiery depths of hell. It's so bad.
Is that the one where they went off by themselves and they're like, oh, it's a training camp or something for new...
Yeah, the training camp for a training camp that had already happened! Oh, that was one of the worst things I've ever watched. And I mean, I'm glad Log Horizon Season 3 is coming, even though I still can't believe Log Horizon Season 3 is coming.
Yeah, I can't believe it either.
But like, oh, that was just, I remember watching that. I'm like, this is terrible. This is actually terrible.
Okay. Well, before we end this podcast, we have one last segment that Marcel is much not looking forward to.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this.
This is, I don't know if we're going to do that often. I don't know.
Probably once, then burn it into the ground.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about this specifically.
Because let's be real, this shit really sucks unless we can have copyright, and fucking we can't have copyright.
Well, I mean, we haven't even explained it really. What we're doing right now is we're going to do a little game. We're going to try to test not only our ability to pronounce Japanese and maybe hold a tune, but how to recognize it as well. This is basically guessing an anime opening ending song. Marcel and myself are going to pick out a few songs from animes that have already been aired. And we're basically going to... Well, first, we're going to read the starting lyrics of it. or any key lyrics, and then if necessary, we'll hum the tune basically of the song to each other. The guesser, if guesses right, basically allows the whatever singer, hummer, whatever person who is basically trying to sing them the song will get the point. In order to keep this fairly easy, we're trying to basically pick ones from animes that we watch or are very well known. So get ready for the cringe, man. Let's go.
I already fucking hate this.
Yeah, all right. I already do too. Let's go.
Why are we doing it?
Because it's content. Let's go. And
we don't need to do this.
And I already got a song request anyways, so.
Oh my! We'll do that one song requested there. That's it. That's the whole thing.
that's the whole thing.
Yes. Let's do it there. That's it of that.
Okay, Marcel, you. This one's for you. I'm pretty sure you've watched this anime, just a heads up, so.
Sure, whatever. Just get this over with.
First lyric. Kaze ga seneka o ohate, shizuku wa ito o tsutate, get up me o samashite yo, get down mo uma mo naku.
Answer this.
I mean, that's literally the first lyric there. I don't know.
You think I remember every lyrics of a language I barely understand?
Okay, fine. How about this? Where is that one? Let's die this world. Even I cannot grab this sword. All I need is getting strong. We can catch the game.
Black Clover?
Yes.
What, seriously?
Yeah. This is Black Catcher from Vicky Blanca.
No. That can't be right.
Go listen to the music video right now. Literally one of those lyrics says, "Let's die this world, even I cannot grab this sword. All I need is getting strong. We can catch the game."
What Black Clover opening is that?
Black Catcher by Vicky Blanca. I believe that's is that the first?
It's
or
opening
second
10.
One? Okay, never mind then.
That was literally just a random guess.
And you still got it right.
Like, that was literally a random fucking guess. Oh, who recommended you that shit?
It was actually Canyon.
Oh, I hope I'm gonna kick Canyon in the nuts next time I see him. Oh, that was that was literally just a random guess.
Well, you got it right, so there you go. And that's the game. Yay. Maybe if we figure out.
Look, honestly, this
ones.
game sounds better if we can actually play the music. Maybe we can get around it.
We definitely can't.
Well, actually, you know what? Let's do an easier game then.
Why don't we do the ones where we're looking for only English lyrics?
How about the anime age guessing game?
Okay, but I can't put it up there because
That's fine. We can at least tell the characters.
I mean, yeah, maybe another
say
time.
The character's name, and then the way it'll go, we'll do 3, right? We'll do 3. So I'll say 3, and you have to guess, and then you'll say 3, and I'll have to guess, and the winner is whoever got the combined closest score to the age.
So we would just say the name?
Yeah, we'll say the name. Fucking you know most characters, right?
I mean, there are definitely going to be some animes I don't know about for sure.
All right, well, I'll do one first. What is Amelia's actual age?
Amelia from ReZero?
Yes, what's her actual age?
Oh, God. I don't remember, honestly.
If I'm saying actual age, it's pretty much known that she's not human.
She's old. I don't remember how old, though.
I'll give you a hint. She's not as old as normal elves, but she's older than humans.
Is she 124 or something?
You're actually only off by 9. She's 115.
Oh. Well, there you go.
That isn't that bad, Chewie.
There you go. And that's
All
the
right,
end of
now-
our game segment right there for you.
Oh.
Yay. Yay.
Oh, you're such a potato.
I mean, we were just trying these out to see how well they would run anyways, so.
Well, I mean, you made a good guess there. I'll give you another one next.
Okay, only if I can sing you another one.
Fine.
All right. This has become a game now. Let's go.
Yeah, you can sing another one while I try to find another one.
Oh, you want me to do it right now? Okay.
Sure, do it right now.
Let's see if I remember one that you for sure should have seen. Give me 1 second as I do need to mute you because I do need to remember the tune for this one.
Ah.
Yeah, okay, I'm muting you right now. And I might not have muted you. Okay. I don't know if I remember the Ramaji lyrics for this one. Let's see. Let's see if I could find them real quick. All right, you are back up.
And we'll be doing this game with our guest next week.
Yeah, we'll be doing other ones too. But okay.
Oh yeah, no, we'll be torturing our guest because it's gonna be fun.
Is he actually gonna show up? Anyways,
I mean, we could kidnap him.
all right, here we go, Marcel. Lyrics for this one. Shizukesa gashimokomu yo de ike wo oh my god, tometa gozen goji hijo kaiden de tsume wo kamu asu wa dochi da, the day has come. And there's actually some English stuff in there, so.
I don't know, man. I couldn't find anything in there that could connect me to something.
Really, not even the day has come. Here, another one then. Let's see if I could find. I guess I'll have to hum it then. Do 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 do. I don't remember the next part after that.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you're humming.
Really, you don't? This is the day from Boku no Hero Academia.
Oh, well, it's been so long since I heard that one, man. There's been better ones since then.
Okay, fine, but that's literally Boku no Hero Academia opening one, the day from Pornography, Graffiti, whatever.
Chewie.
All right.
How old is Hotaru from Non Non Biori?
Non Non Biori?
Yeah, one of the best slice of lives out there. How old is Hotaru from Non Non Biori?
Non Non Biori. Hotaru.
Yes.
Is that the really short girl?
No, that's the girl with black hair. One of the first girls you see.
God, I don't know. 13?
She's 10.
Okay, I'm not that far off. But
Yeah, no. So right now, your current score is 12.
great.
All right, Chewie, this is a tough one. You remember Style from the Index series?
Oh, this one I think I know. 19 or something, right?
He's 14.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know he was young, so.
Fucking 14. When I found that out, I just died laughing. So yeah, your total score there was 17, Chewy. You actually know ages quite well.
Sweet. Now, Marcel, you're going to have to listen to one more cringe then.
That's fine.
And we're going to end this because this game definitely did not go the way anyone thought it would go, or myself.
Well, I mean, how the hell am I supposed to know what your lyrics of a show's supposed to be?
Well, that's the whole point of it. That's silly. Maybe I should have added more stuff on top of it, but...
It is silly. I do have to agree.
But this one you definitely should know.
You thought I would know My Hero, though.
Yeah, no, this one you should definitely know, though, for sure, because you really like this anime. Just told... That's a hint right there already. Just hold on, I'm going to mute you. You got to listen to this one part, because I don't remember how the tune starts. And muted, and can we please? Oh God, I don't have it. I don't have it. Give it to me. Give it to me. God damn it! I cannot find it. Oh no, I cannot find it. I'm messing up already. Oh, come on. Is this it? Oh, yes, it is. Alright. And then I need to find the lyrics now. And you are... Okay, that's... Alright. Alright, Marcel, I'm unmuting you now, and there's the last one. The first lyrics for this is... Tonikaku mo chotto matte. Sakebi mo munashiku kiete. Boku wa tada semaru rimoto. No? Do you want me to sing you want me to read the chorus lyrics then?
I mean, I the first part, it makes me go, but then, like...
Bye bye yesterday. Sabyaku rokujo go nichibu no manabi wo.
I know what you're talking about, but I forget where it aired.
Sumekonde.
No, Chew, I know what you're talking about. I just completely forget what anime it was.
You want me to hum it now?
No, I know what you're talking about. It's just I can't remember where it came from.
Do you want to just keep guessing then? Because it's based off the hints that I gave you? Literally, Marcel, it's one of your...
Classroom?
Yes.
That's it. Yeah, the second OP.
Yeah. Bye bye yesterday.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
Akimitsu Honma. I thought that was a given at that point because bye bye yesterday is literally the title.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I may be watching Assassination Classroom right now with the latest review I'm doing, but I haven't watched season 2 in like years.
Okay,
right?
Fair, but at the same time.
Yeah, no, it's a great one.
Okay,
this whole series is great. I'm actually, like I said, I'm re-reviewing it now, and it's just all stick the nostalgia in my veins. It's absolutely glorious.
Well, all right. While you're doing that, that's the end of this episode because we have gone several minutes over an hour and a half, and yeah, we definitely learned our.
Why were we limiting ourselves to an hour and a half?
I don't know. Maybe perhaps a certain Canyon has brought this up several times before.
Yeah, it's all Canyon's fault. Let's blame him.
Wow. Okay, we're blaming our friend already. I feel like a good person.
We love him.
Anyways, we're probably gonna have to. I'm definitely going to have to somehow polish up that music game. We're definitely going to bring that back or something.
When it's better.
But we have other games as well in the future, hopefully, that we can play.
Yeah, we could kidnap a certain friend and do the age guessing game to see how badly he screws it up.
Oh, and then we have the other ones with the is it a real anime plot or not game. basically.
Ooh, that could be fun.
Yeah, that would definitely be more fun because it's definitely us just reading stuff instead of having to read bad Japanese. But then again, that's also fun too. I like reading bad Japanese. Anyways, okay. Thank you for tuning into ARPG. This is the second episode. Hopefully you didn't fall asleep. Yeah.
I mean, with the amount of debates we had on the disappointing part, I don't think it would be that bad.
I don't know. I feel like all my disappointments were not that disappointing. But yeah.
I mean, your Alderman of the Sky one was pissed.
Well, I'm still upset about that manga ending. I'm glad the anime didn't follow suit and just kind of ended it a little bit nicer, but I'm still disappointed altogether that it just ended like that.
That was great, though. There was a cane there. No, you idiot. It's the manga, not the anime ending.
Well, whatever. I'm still disappointed in it, the fact that it ended. It was a good anime. Anyways.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Thank you for listening, and goodbye. We need to go. We gotta go.
Bye.
Yeah, bye. We gotta go now. Bye.